Welcome to a special moment in the college football calendar, the SEC Championship game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Street. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Texas fields it inside the 5-yard line, and they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense goes on the field first today, and it comes down to this: after a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it, and now one final showdown, Kirk, and one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs, and also you win this game, who knows how it can impact you at that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champion.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Great execution on the RPO. Quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind it for some great yards.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. Should be short of the mark. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And he drops back in the gun. Finds his man. It's Evanson. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. And they'll get their 1st down yards before they finally bring it down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's an out route. The catch made. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, it's a great catch near the sideline, and does a good job of getting that foot down to secure the catch.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route run. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They bring him down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. I mean, 1st down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Caught in the shovel pass. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes a reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they get...
And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Dogs. Conference championship pressure, they just... Find a really beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men who are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second and 10 off the incompletion. Ball to 36 still. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down mark.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Pop over the middle. It's Snead. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The throw complete to the running back underneath. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Ending off on the draw play. Breaks the tackle to get back to line of scrimmage, but that's it.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. Seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
That's caught. It's John. He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Illegal block is back. Offense.
Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Got the first down and still motoring. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they can be in for a long day.
So, second down after the incompletion. Back in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Wrap down the middle. It's Snead. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
The receiver grabs it. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. Longhorns looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
How about the job here by this defense? In the red zone, backed up deep in their own territory. Not fooled at all by this shotgun, thinking that they may throw. Instead, they tried to draw it, and it stopped immediately.
tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
This defense is spread out all over the field, trying to be able to make plays in space. That is a key. Good job of tackling and keeping him out of the end zone.
They're going to throw on 3rd and goal. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Longhorns! Methodical but effective for probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting, slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion, just masterful execution on that drive.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Georgia offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. First down, looking for more now. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Boy, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
Off the play fake on first down. It's a quick grab. Oh, he breaks free, still going. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And it's caught. It's a solid gain to move the sticks as the first quarter clock winds down. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Throws to the tight end. Oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray and more recently Jake Fromm and, of course, Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
The first real speed bump of this impressive run. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Swarm with a pass rush, the sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. They're going to throw it on 3rd and very long. They got him again. He's like a statue back there.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back, make it tougher on the quarterback, make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
And the pump will bounce and roll out of bounds. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Makes a quick catch.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and to keep him short of the first down.
Longhorns are going to keep this drive rolling.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it's third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Snead. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Running back has it on the screen now. And he never had a chance. Tackled in the backfield.
Trying to bait this defensive line to believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for a lost yardage.
Nice grab. It's Snead. The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down. The Longhorns will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. That's reeled in. It's Snead. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast. It puts so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
Gets the first and still running. They bring him down, but not before gaining first down yardage to the 22. Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. Offense looking to throw the ball. Deep shot toward the end zone. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
Delayed handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. Longhorns looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's Snead. They're able to convert. Now it'll be 1st and goal at the 6.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. The Longhorns line up with a 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
2nd down and goal upcoming. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Tailback takes the handoff again. Nowhere to run up the middle. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Incomplete. He was good as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. Knocks that one right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. The Bulldogs looking to run some tempo here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. The senior with an outstanding grab there. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And looking to throw now on first down. Short pass finds the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Movement here from the tight end. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Evanson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
He was a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and I don't think this guy wants to take a break once we get to the half. That's his 5th catch and counting.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit.
Number 11 on the field goal.
And that one's straight down the middle. And that will tie the score as halftime approaches. So they settle for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. Caught over the middle. It's John. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Of course, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in his game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Snead. Tackle finally made at the 37. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Texas.
So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. And he's got it, no problem. And they've regained the lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, massive expectations for this SEC championship, and it has not disappointed. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the much-anticipated conclusion of the SEC Championship.
And the Bulldogs will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The passing game very hard to stop in the first half. Let's see if they can begin to feature the run game here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Sure hands. It's John. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball and be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Change of direction. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
These guys didn't let the halftime break slow them down. They continue to dominate the line of scrimmage, give the ball to the back. Nice big positive gain to get things started here in the second half.
Looking to throw it on first down. Makes a quick grab.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
And completion makes it second and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Sneed. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
He gains 9, so it's second and 1.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
And the back now goes in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And it's caught across the middle. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Now the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. That's reeled in. It's John. This drive has now reached the red zone. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Receiver makes the grab. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Well, that time they were able to work the slot across the field on the drag. Precise route and a good throw.
There's the handoff. Bowman's all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution on that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Texas 20, Texas 10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They'll run it from the gun. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Oh, he It's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Yeah, I'm surprised he dropped the ball here. This tight end is known for his hands. The ball's put on the money. Somehow it just goes through his arms.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. They'll try to run for the first down. Breaks into the clear. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Quick pass, the catch is made. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Man, I love these big receivers. This time he's able to use his big frame to almost box out the defender on that slant route. If you've got good timing, and this is hard to stop.
Now it's second down here. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack is so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Catch made on the out route. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Solid gain in the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. The Dogs will try to keep this drive moving. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Oh, what a grab! They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Passing efficiency is almost always higher off of play action. And you see why right here. The fake throws the defender for a second, and then the quarterback was able to zip it to the open player.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Oh, he's bringing it back. Past the 50. Out past the 30. Past the 10. He's going to take it in. A game-changing play. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
Now the all-important extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Texas.
They'll return it from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew him. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it, just misses him.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Looking to throw again. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, the execution here on the screen pass was okay by the offense. The defense just almost anticipating the screen. He had nowhere to go.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running back grabs it on a screen. Finds room at the 30. They finally stop it all the way down to the 6-yard line.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
He's running out of time here. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11. From the shotgun, drops back. There's contact on the throw. The pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. They finish off the scoring drive. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
27, Georgia, 17.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game stats before we move on. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm.
And here he goes. We finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Now, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes the catch. It's John. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the football. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Looking to pass here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Snead. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
The Longhorns will line up here on first down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting to see how this offense navigates this spot of the field.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He will score. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
An extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. On first and 10, looking to throw. A deep shot to the left side. It's caught inside the 30 and still going. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Dogs will come to the line to run the hurry-up. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Grabbed by the receiver. They bring him down, but the gain sets up the offense first and goal from the 10. So 3 plays in, this offense has set up a first and goal. Very efficient so far. Looking to chuck it again. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up the coverage, because right now it is not working.
They safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Leaning on the run game here. Stop right there at the line. No gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. That's caught. It's John. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. The offense already has one fourth-down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? It's a keeper trying to get to the marker. Longhorns pick up enough yardage for a first down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense getting set. It's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. First down and more. He's still running. They get him down, but that first down will be decisive and give us our new conference champs. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Longhorns starting a new series here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Getting set. Here's second down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
Illegal blocking the back. Offense.
Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. It's victory formation. Quarterback will kneel down. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.